Hello, Hannah here from Daisy Farm Crafts. This is a video tutorial for the Watermelon Ridge baby blanket. And this blanket was made with Karen Simply Me yarn, which is a new yarn from Yarnspirations. It's a really nice acrylic nylon wool blend. And the finished size of this blanket is about 30 inches by 34 inches. And I used 4 skeins of this pretty and pink color, and I'm using a size J 6mm crochet hook. And if you'd like the full written pattern that goes along with this video, you can find that for free on our website daisyfarmcrafts.com, and there is a link to that in the description.
Okay, so to get this blanket started, I'm going to make a base chain that is a multiple of 10 plus 1. So for my actual blanket, I chained 101, and for this practice swatch, I am going to make a chain of 21. And with this blanket, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to kind of have a built-in border instead of adding a border at the end. So I'm going to start with a few rows just of half double slip stitch. So a half double slip stitch means I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, yarn over, and then pull that loop directly through the 2 loops on my hook. This is also sometimes called yarn over slip stitch, but we like to call it half double slip stitch. So again, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then pull directly through those 2 loops on your hook. And you're just going to do that in each chain across this row. And at the end of this first row, after you've worked your last stitch, you're just gonna chain 1, and turn. And I'm gonna do 3 more rows, all of this half double slip stitch. But for the next 3 rows, I'm only gonna be working in the back loop. So same thing, yarn over, but I'm just gonna insert my hook into this back loop only. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So just 3 more rows of half double slip stitch, back loop only. And the reason we're starting with those 4 rows of half double slip stitch is to just kind of, like I said, do this kind of built-in border. So after we work those 4 rows, then we'll start doing this pattern for the main part of the blanket. So I've done my 4 rows of half double slip stitch. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And I'm still going to do half double slip stitch in each of these first 5 stitches, still working in the back loop. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm still going to work in the back loop just on this first row, but I am going to do half double crochet in each of the next 10 stitches. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into that next back loop, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3 loops. So half double crochet in the back loop in each of these next 10 stitches. 4. Now since I just made a small practice swatch, after I worked my 10 half double crochet, I'm already at the end of my row. But for your real blanket, you're going to be switching every 10 stitches between half double crochet and back loop half double slip stitch. So you can kind of see on the side here, that's where I started my 5 half double slip stitch, and then your 10 half double crochet, still working in the back loop just on that this first row, and then back loop half double slip stitch, alternating every 10. And then when you get to the end here is when we will work our last 5 back loop half double slip stitch. 3, 4, 5, chain 1, and turn. And now that we've got this first base row of half double slip stitch, it's a lot easier to, you don't really have to count as much. You can kind of just follow the pattern. So again, start with our 5 half double slip stitch, working in the back loop. 4, 5. And from now on, when we're working our half double crochets, we're going to be doing what is called split half double crochet. So I am going to work my half double crochet not in the top of the stitch or in the back loop, but actually down here, right in the center of this post. So I'm going to yarn over, work right in the middle of that V. Make sure that my hook is also going through the V on the back side. Yarn over, pull that back through, yarn over, pull through 3 loops. And this first row of working split half double crochet is the trickiest. I promise it gets easier to insert your hook after this first row. You just may need to dig a little bit, really get the point of your hook right into that space as you're working this first row. So you're just going to do that in all of these 10 half double crochets. And on your real blanket, you would keep switching, 10 split half double crochet, 10 back loop half double slip stitch, all the way across until you get to this end when we work our 5 half double slip stitches. So I've worked my 10 split half double crochet. So now I'm going to finish with my 5 back loop half double slip stitch. And I just wanted to show you real quick, make sure that when you're switching back from split half double crochet to your half double slip stitch, that this is the next stitch you're going to be working into, not this little thing right here. This, sometimes you can be tempted to work, but if you kind of turn your work around, you can see, this is the top of this half double crochet that's already been worked into. So you just want to make sure you're not working into that space. It's this full next stitch right here. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes be a little tricky to get that back loop on the last one. Chain 1. And 5 back loop half double slip stitch again. So there's our 5. And now we're just going to keep working split half double crochet. And so now you can see how on this row it's even a little easier to see where the V's are, and it's easier to just kind of stick your hook right in the center and hopefully poke that through. This yarn especially, I feel, lends itself to this stitch, just because it is very kind of bouncy and stretchy and smooth. I have another blanket called the Country Cottage Throw, where I used this split half double crochet, and that was made with Bernat Maker. And I didn't use it as much as I'm doing in this blanket, but that blanket has a similar pattern, but it definitely was a little bit trickier to get my hook in the center with that Bernat Maker yarn. But this Karen Simply Me yarn is really easy to just kind of slide your hook in and out, so that's really nice. And it does have a really nice, really soft, beautiful texture. And here's where you can see, once you really get your blanket going, that it's much easier to just insert your hook right in the center of that V. It just kind of starts popping right through. So if you can just get past that first kind of tricky row, it definitely gets easier, and then you can see where these lines are forming, and so it's really easy to keep track of when you should switch back to your half double slip stitches. And so that is all I'm going to do for the interior of this blanket, just following this, switching every 10 on each row, and then doing my 5 half double back loop half double slip stitches on the ends as kind of my built-in border. And I've got about 5 inches left that I need to work. Then I am just going to finish off with 4 rows of this half double slip stitch so that it looks the same as the bottom, and then I will be done, and we have our built-in border, and we'll just be able to tie off and be finished.
Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy this pattern. If you make any of our patterns from Daisy Farm Crafts, please come share a picture with us on Facebook or Instagram with hashtag Daisy Farm Crafts. We would love to see what you're making. And if you're looking for any more free crochet patterns, feel free to visit our website, daisyfarmcrafts.com. Thank you.